what I want to share with us today, the importance of networking and collaboration for wealth creation. So I've been talking about saying neighbor, in order to create wealth, networking and collaboration is very key. So we've heard a lot of popular sayings, e.g., we have heard it said for decades that your network determines your net worth. But do we really understand the power of that? So we've heard it, oh, your network determines your net worth. Because many times we hear a lot of things and it becomes like a slogan, but we don't go ahead to act upon it and become recipients of the power that is in it. We've also heard for decades that if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with others. We've heard that, but many people are still doing solo operation. You've heard it said, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with others. But the question is, when you look all around you, who are the others that you are going with? Now we have started hearing again that collaboration is the new competition. But are we really grabbing the importance of that? Collaboration is the new competition. Because for many decades, a lot of people go into the marketplace with competition mentality. And they continue to do that, not realizing that even though they live in the same world, things change per time. And in the world that we live in today, we are no more in the world of competition, we are in the world of collaboration. Because competition has been redefined. Now you are competing not against others, but against your past results. You are competing against your past results. You are competing against your future goals and aspirations. So we need to understand that when it comes to the issue of wealth creation, networking and collaboration matters a lot. One of the things I've come to realize as I travel around the world is the fact that Asians and Jews have come to understand the power of networking and collaborations, and many of us on the continent do not get it. So when Asians and Jews go into the Western world, they go to start a business, they don't go to look for a job. When an Asian man gets into the UK or gets into the US, they don't go there looking for a job. They go there to start a business. They go there to start something and build something that will outlive them. And before you know it, one of them goes in and it starts. They bring somebody else. They bring somebody else. And before you know it, they are coming together and they are forming a collaborative network for wealth creation. But when Africans go to the Western world, we go to look for a job. And when we go into the Western world, instead of collaborating with one another, we separate ourselves from each other. I don't go to Nigerian church. I don't relate with Nigerians. And I begin to ask myself, who did this to us? The concept of collaboration and networking is as old as the Bible days. When our speaker from Canada was talking and was talking about the Tower of Babel, I said, did this guy spy into my PowerPoint? It's as old as Bible days when mankind collaborated to build the Tower of Babel. Even God himself had to acknowledge that collaboration is powerful. Without any construction company, without cranes, without modern day technology of building, these guys came together, they collaborated, and they began to build a tower that was on its way to heaven. That even the creator himself had to bow to the power of collaboration. Why? Because that was one of the power that the creator used to create the whole world. When he said, let us, not let me, let us. Our predecessors, if you study the life of people like MKO Abiola and all the rich and wealthy people that have gone through this nation, you'll find that the issue of networking and collaboration is not something new. We have had investment clubs since the 50s. We've had cooperatives. We've had thrifts. We've had mutual funds. We have pension funds. We have wealth creation network. A lot of people have used the power of networking and collaboration to create wealth. And that's why it's very, very important for you to know that being here today, you are in a unique place, listening to unique information, and you need to take a unique action so that you can get a unique outcome. Many people don't understand the subject of wealth creation. I'm so grateful for the session that Pastor Matthew took. It done a lot that will help with what I want to show you today. So when it comes to wealth creation, you need to have that understanding of what wealth creation is all about, and that will now become a platform for you to now see the reason why you need to network and collaborate. So permit me to share with you few facts about wealth creation to help position you for networking and collaboration. Number one, there is a wealthy place. Number one, there is a wealthy place. Listen and listen well. Everyone is not poor. Everyone is not a fraud. Everyone is not corrupt. Everyone is not a thief. There is a wealthy place. There is a place on earth that you can get into where money will no more be your problem. There is a level on earth. It's not a geographical position, but it's the state of life where you will have enough to fulfill purpose and you have more to impact your world. There are people today that have become so rich and so wealthy that they have set up foundations and they have employed hundreds of people to work in their foundation to do one thing: share the money. So you need to understand that there is a wealthy place and there are people living there right now. There are people on earth today that don't know what poverty looks like except what they saw on documentary. There are people today that you have to describe to them what it means to be poor. Years ago, I was in the UK and I was watching a documentary put together by the BBC on the lifestyle of the rich and wealthy. And they were talking about a particular rich and wealthy man whose 12-year-old daughter had never flown any any commercial airline before. 12 years old girl, all her life she's flown private jets because the man had 3 private jets. But this particular year, when she was 12 years old, one of the jets was being serviced. The mother went for a major event with another one. The father went for another major event with another one. And they put this 12-year-old girl in first class British Airways. Guess what? This young girl, first class of British Airways, entered the plane, spent time, got back home. And when she got back home, when she was talking to her parents about the meeting, about the trip, she said, "Oh, Dad, I didn't know we have so many friends. There were many people on our plane today." As far as she was concerned, even that one, now Papa get her. There is a wealthy place. Number 2, there is a path that leads to the wealthy place. There is a path that leads to the wealthy place. The reason why a lot of people are poor today, the reason why a lot of people are not wealthy today is because they don't know the path. That's why we say in Nigeria, follow no road. You've got to know the way and you've got to go the way. So there is a wealthy place and there is a path that leads to that wealthy place. So all you need to do is to know that everyone that has achieved wealth status, financial freedom, financial independence, there was a path that led them there. And guess what? Success leaves clues. If you do what they did, you will get what they got. Success, wealth is democratic. It does not have respect of persons. Everyone that does what needs to be done will get what needs to be gotten. 1 + 1 equals to 2. 1 + 1 in Nigeria equals to 2. 1 + 1 anywhere in the world will also be equals to 2. Number 3, wealth is created. Wealth is what? Is created. You need to understand that if you are ever going to become wealthy, someone, an individual or family must take responsibility for the creation of wealth. No one will plan your life for you without your direct involvement. No one can make you fail without your permission. So wealth is created. Listen and listen well. In the world that you and I live in today, everyone, when you become rich, when you become wealthy, people want to investigate. They want to find out what is the source of your riches, what is the source of your wealth. Nobody will investigate the source of your poverty. Nobody investigates the source of your poverty. That's your personal assignment. Nobody will investigate the source of your poverty. It is you that have to take responsibility to find out, why am I poor and why am I where I am today. I'm so amazed today when I see people that don't understand that what others have gotten they can get also, and instead of them to take advantage of the opportunities that are around, they sneer at it, they mock at it. Say, they want to use our glory. Which glory you get? Whether they use, you want the glory, they are taking your glory. Which glory? If your glory is a glory, will you be where you are today? You said that they want to use your glory. Where is the glory they are using? They want to use your, which glory you get? Hello? Can you ever go to a face me and face you and see armored tank or security men there? Do Mopo follow refuse disposal truck? So you get glory. Which glory? Wealth is what? Wealth is created. Number 4, wealth creation takes time. Wealth creation takes time. It takes time to create wealth. I don't know if you heard when Pastor Matthew was speaking, he bought 900 acres of land over a period of time. How long ago? 32 years ago. I bought hundreds of acres of land. When? 2001. I just came back from Abuja this morning to go and check one of my estates. When I took guys there, they said, how did you get this land? I bought that land, 40 hectares, 2008. Wealth takes time. All this get rich quick scheme, all this I want to blow, I want to gonna blow, you will blow, because everything that blows disintegrates. Bomb blow, balloon blow, nobody blows and remain. Don't say, neighbor, I don't want to blow, I want to grow. If you grow up, you will stay up, but if you jump up, you will come down. Wealth creation takes time. Don't be in a hurry. You graduate in January, you want to get a job in February, marry in March, become a father in April, buy a car in May, and have a house in June. Why? Who did this to you? You want to be pregnant in January and deliver in April? No. Everything in life has a gestation period. Everything in life goes through a process. So if you want to be wealthy, it takes time. Somebody say time. Number 5, there are ingredients for wealth creation. There are ingredients for wealth creation. The ingredients of wealth creation are what we call the laws, the principles, and the secrets that makes people wealthy. So if you want to become wealthy, you need to understand that there are ingredients that are required for that to happen. If you go into a restaurant and you have a nice meal, or you visit the family and their chef prepares a nice meal for you, and you want to replicate the same, what do? You ask the chef for the ingredients. Say, can I please have the ingredients that you use in preparing this meal? But I'm happy to announce to you that no matter how good the chef is, when you ask him to give you the ingredients, there are some things he will never give you. If it's so good, he's going to give you the ingredients. If it's very, very good, he will not just give you the ingredients, but will document the processes and tell you what to do next, But guess what? If you look at the list, there are many things that will never be on that list. Number 1, time will not be on the list. Number 2, energy will not be on the list. Number 3, patience will not be on the list. Number 4, knowledge and skill will not be on the list. Why? Because just having the list shows you the tangible that you need, but there are things that are intangible that are required to make the tangible to work. So you find out that a lot of us, we have read books, 7 steps to success, 15 points to this, ladders to this. Listen to me, those are tangibles, but there are intangibles that produces what you see. What are the intangibles? Your thoughts, your mindset, your belief systems, your imagination, your expectation. Why? Because in order for you to become wealthy, you have to become it to attract it. You have to become it to attract it. You have to become rich to attract riches. And many times, some of the reasons why many of us don't get what we want is because we have gotten all the principles, but we reject the principle. But you got to understand that principles without the principle will make poverty a principality against your life. So you don't just reject the intangibles. What's your motive? Okay, you want to be rich. Why? Those are the intangibles that determines whether the principles will work or not. So there are ingredients for wealth creation. Number 6, there are vehicles for wealth creation. There are vehicles for wealth creation. If you're going to become wealthy, there are vehicles that take you from point A to point B. Your present financial position and your desired financial destination are 2 different levels in your life. Where you are today is your present financial position. Where you desire to go to is your desired financial destination. The distance between your present financial position and your desired financial destination is what we call the wealth gap. Your gap is not my gap. My gap is not your gap. There are many people here today, even if I give you 10 million, you still be a debtor because your debt is 13 million. Why? Because of the gap. But there are many people today, if you give them 1 million today, they are 1 million richer. But some people, if you give them 1 million now, they are still poor because they are owing 20 million. So it will be -1, it will mean 19. Why? Because some people are below ground zero. Some people are on ground zero. That's why you don't compare yourself with anybody. Nobody is your mate. You are in the class all by yourself. So there are vehicles. But guess what? In order for you to get here, I came in from Abuja this morning. I flew in from Abuja. It was like a 1-hour flight. But if someone was to leave Abuja by road, they'll probably still be on the road now. If someone decides to trek from Abuja, they may never arrive. So you've got to understand that moving from your present financial position to your desired financial destination, vehicles are required. Some of you are trekking, some of you are driving, and some of you are flying. And what determines whether you are trekking or you are driving or you are flying is the investment vehicle that you use. So if you are a salary earner, you are trekking to the wealthy place. We've heard it over and over again. No one on earth can ever become wealthy through salaries alone. No one. Salary. No, it won't work. Salary. It won't work. So you need beyond salary. There are many other things that has to work with your salary and along with your salary in order for you to be on the path to wealth. So if you are trekking, if you are a salary earner and you are depending on salary alone, you are trekking. But there are things you can do that will move you from that realm into the realm where you are really flying. Number 7, because of time. Discovering the paths and taking the trip guarantees that you will get to the wealthy place. Discovering the path and taking the trip guarantees that you will get to the wealthy place. So once you discover the pathway to wealth, once you discover the principles and the keys and the laws and the secret, and you make a commitment to do what needs to be done, and you stay focused and you stay consistent, it's only a matter of time. A plot here, plot there, an investment here, an investment there, fractional ownership here, fractional ownership there. One day you just wake up 10 years later and discover that money is coming from everywhere. Number 8, I'm rushing because of time. Wealth creation is all about maximizing opportunities. Wealth creation is all about maximizing opportunities. Listen and listen well. In the world that you and I live in today, opportunities are very powerful. Whenever you see a man that is successful, it's because opportunity has smiled on him. Every time you see a man that is successful, opportunity plus preparation equals to success. It is better to be prepared, waiting for opportunities, than for opportunities to come and meet you unprepared. If you look back into your life 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you realize there are opportunities that came 5 years ago. There are opportunities that came 10 years ago. If you are taking advantage of those opportunities, you will not be where you are today. But guess what? The opportunity is here again. Will you take advantage of it? Sit down with your father, sit down with your mother, and ask them the question. The great songwriter Ebenezer Obey sang the song, Ọmọ tó ní màmá wọn ò la, ọmọ tó ní bàbá wọn ò lówó lọ́wọ́, ẹnu ẹ̀lẹ́ kò sí ẹ. You said your father is not rich. You said your mother is not rich. You are asking your parents, why are they not rich? Check your life. You're already 25, you are poor. You're already 35. 25 years, that's a quarter of a century. A quarter of a century is gone. The same thing your parents went through. You are here now, you are buying an iPhone without vision. It's the same thing I started though. Opportunities are passing you by. Bone straight, your destiny is not straight. Bag and shoe to match, your destiny is not matching your bank account. You are wearing 3-piece suits, you don't have 3-story building. 6-pack without 6 figure. And you don't know that what conquered your father is already working against you. What you are calling a generational curse is not a curse, it's a generational choice. So opportunities. Wealth creation is all about opportunities. You have an opportunity to buy the land at 10,000, buy it now. 10 years later, it's 2 million. You have an opportunity to plug into fractional ownership today. They are building the hotel. Do you know what it means to own a 21-room hotel? And then they say, bring 6,000, come and be a part owner. Do you know what that means? 6,000 to plug into billions? It is better to be a part owner of a $1 billion investment than to be the full owner of 1,000 naira business. It is better to have 10% of 1 billion. And what many of you are doing now, my money is my money. Nobody will take my money. They want to take my glory. Oh, the glory, which glory? Opportunities are ladders. Opportunities are steps. Opportunities are lifts. Opportunities are connections. Let me take you deeper. Now, so opportunities are ladders. It takes you from the ground floor to the top. Opportunities are steps. It takes you from the ground floor to the top. Opportunities are lifts. It takes you from the ground floor to the top, but there are 3 levels. When opportunity comes as a ladder, you need your hands and your leg to walk it. When opportunity comes as a step, you just need your leg to walk it. But when the opportunity comes as a lift, you relax and grace will walk it. So listen and listen well. Not all opportunities comes like lifts. Some comes like ladder. You have to grab it. You have to grab it with your hand, grab it with your leg, because you are in Lagos. Listen to me. Molue, Lagos City Transport. Many of you are too young. You know this Gen Z, Gen A, Alpha group. You don't know Gen Alpha, whatever you are calling yourself. They don't know Molue. In those days, when you are waiting for Molue, I'm Angoni. So you wait. As the Molue is coming, you wait as it, so you are running with it, then you grab it both with your hands and with your leg. That's how some opportunities comes. They are like ladders. Some of them are like steps. You have to keep going. You go, you get another floor, you turn again, you keep going. People will be wondering what's wrong with you, but you are taking steps. But by the time you take 20, 30 of it, you discover you're already on the 3rd floor. So many times it's 10,000 here, 50,000 here, 6,000 here. Before you know it, one day you just realize that, you mean? Think about it. There are people that bought shares in the 50s, in the 60s. Today, their children are earning in millions without doing anything. Every year, they are earning in millions, multiple millions. Guess what? Opportunities are doors that takes you from one dimension into another dimension. But are you ready for this? There are different kinds of doors when it comes to opportunities. There are doors that in order for you to be able to access the next room, you have to use the handle and then push or pull. That's opportunity. But there are some doors that when you get to these spots, the door opens of its own accord. Why? Because there is a sensor and there is an atmosphere that when you are in the right place at the right time, you can't explain it. Even when they ask you what I'm saying, no, I just met this man. He just said my name sounds familiar. He just said that he likes my face. I'm trying to. It's because you're in the right place at the right time. But guess what? There's also a door. It's called revolving door. And you know the uniqueness of the revolving door? It's moving in cycles. You've got to be strategic in order to maximize that door. And many people have hit their head at a revolving door and they have become paranoid. They don't want to try again. No, you are not a failure until you stop trying. I know they duped you of 100,000 last year. Guess what? Try again. Every money you lost, you have not lost money, you have only paid school fees. But you have come to pertinence where we have never defrauded anybody. You have come to pertinence where every investor has been paid. You have come to pertinence where if you doubt us, it's to your loss. But guess what? If you are not strategic and you enter the revolving door, instead of going outside, you meet yourself inside again. You went through it, but it brought you back. The revolving door, you can enter. If there are too many of you entering at the same time, you will all be stuck inside. You have a mirror that is showing you outside, showing you inside, but you are stuck. That's how opportunities are. But if you are strategic and you enter it in the right time, in the right way, you enter and you are out on the other side. And others are wondering how you did it. That's what today is all about. It's an opportunity to use what? Collaboration and networking to create wealth. So networking and collaboration is one of the most powerful vehicles of wealth creation in the world today. Listen and listen well. If you cannot own the hotel for 1.2 billion, you can own a fraction for 6,000 naira. If you cannot own a shortlet for 55 million, you can own a fraction for 5,000. If you cannot be involved in that, I just want my money to work for me, you can put your money in the investment with minimum of 50,000. And every year, 30% is back to you. So what's your problem? Why will you come into a place like this since morning till now, and all these opportunities are passing you by, and you say you will not enter? No, you cannot afford to live here the same way that you came. So all I've just come to let you know is that if you want to create wealth, networking and collaboration is one of the most powerful ways to create wealth. And today, all manner of opportunities have been made available to you. Anyone you can choose. So if you are sitting down here right now, even if you don't have 5,000, you must have made 2 or 3 friends here that all of you can put 1,000 together and it become 5,000. You have started your own network. You have started. Before you know it, 1,000, 1,000. You have just all this urgent 2K, urgent 2K. This is the time to collect from yourself. 5 of us come together, 5,000, and start. And you'll be amazed. You'll be what? You'll be amazed. 2020, we did it. World Summit, Real Money of Lagos 1.0. 2021, we're back 2.0. 2023, we are back 2022, 3.0. 2023 now, we are back 4.0. There are people that have been coming forever. They have been marking register. One single investment they have not done. Before your very eyes, people are taking cars, taking Dubai, now they are taking Qatar. They have invested, they have gotten money. It is my earnest desire that this year you will not be a spectator. Because let me tell you something, almost everything that is being offered to you today, this is the cheapest entry level that you can ever have. I can guarantee you, if Christ Palace will be here next year, you will be shocked that what we are offering you today is the cheapest. And by the time you come next year, you will begin to wonder. No, you will not wonder, because you will do what needs to be done. God bless you. I'll see you at the top.